Yes, people. Welcome back to another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And like I start each and every show on the channel, big up to everybody who is supporting, man. Large up everyone who's supporting. Big up, like I said, whether you're new, whether you're a regular, whether you've been here for years, whether it's a few months, is much appreciated. I hope everyone's getting ready for Christmas. I hope everybody's good from this coronavirus, this new variant. I hope everyone's family, loved ones, friends, etc. are all doing well. I hope everyone's in the Christmas spirit, man. I hope everyone, like, I've seen people a lot talking about mental health and things of those nature and things of that nature. So I hope everybody's mental well-being and physical well-being as well is all good. And I hope everyone's looking forward to Christmas, man. I know I am. 110% I'm looking forward to Christmas. In particular, the dinner. You know what I'm saying, man? Hella pigs in blankets, stuffing, rice, macaroni, cheese, chicken. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And money and presents. You know what I'm saying? And I'm around the family. What more could you ask for? But yes, this is the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, people. But before I even get into what that is, if you are new here, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share it across all the socials as well. Vitally important you do that. Share this across all your socials. You can go to my Twitter and Instagram. That's me, Flawless, people. Go to my Twitter. Go to my Instagram. That's me, Flawless. THATSME, Flawless. And you can retweet and like from my Twitter. You can share it from my gram. And subscribe to the channel as well. Road to 4K. Road to 4K here. So for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, it's where you lot in the comments run the show. You lot in the comments run the show because you get to ask us any sporting question, past or present. So it's any sport. Football, can be boxing, can be MMA, can be tennis, can be cricket, can be basketball, any sport you like, and you can ask us questions on it. Don't forget though that members, and when you super chat, they take priority. So if you are a member of the channel, then I will go to your question for your question or comment takes priority. And if you super chat, obviously that takes priority like normal as well. The link for those are underneath in the description. Well, link for the membership. You want to become a member and support the channel further, hit the membership button. It's underneath in the description, or click the join on the homepage. But yeah, we're gonna get into the show anyway. Don Dada says, like, share, subscribe, support one of the best channels around, guaranteed quality on a consistent basis. Big up, large up to my guy Prime. I'm gonna hit you back as well. Just mad busy, you already know. But he says, on a personal level, hope you're doing well, Flawless. I'm good. I hope you're doing blessed too, man. Same to you. Any guess, bro? You never know who's gonna drop in, man. Where's my actual phone? I don't know where my phone is, but people them have the link anyway. So for those again, for those that haven't seen Sarcasm City TV before, normally these shows start with just me and then panelists will jump on. So like it'll start with just me, and then 15-20 minutes into the show, there's 6 other people on the channel with me. Big up to Noah, says big up Flawless. How you doing, my brother? I'm good. I hope you're blessed too. I am good though. King Cav says, Kelleher, the greatest keeper of all time. This guy got jokes, you know. He's not even the greatest goalkeeper on Merseyside. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Comedian. Absolute comedian. Raphael G says, big up Flawless, big up to you as well. Get your questions in. But as you can see from the title, people, it is about the Carabao Cup semi-finals. Chelsea have drew Spurs. Arsenal have drew Liverpool. We can talk about the quarterfinals as well that went on today. And obviously Arsenal beating Sunderland yesterday as well. I'll give my thoughts on it. All jokes aside, great semi-final lineup. Like, I'm legit looking, because I don't particularly care for the Carabao Cup. It is the fourth. In terms of priority and prestige, it's always fourth on the list. If you're supporting a big club in it, like if you're supporting a United, a Liverpool, a Chelsea, a City, even though City have they targeted it on purpose. Like, they're not looking at that and going, we need to win the Carabao Cup. It's fourth on the list, and that's no disrespect. Whereas other teams will be higher on the list. So I'm saying, from a Manchester United fan perspective, I always look at it that way. And even from a neutral, like times when United aren't in the Champions League, I'm looking forward to the Champions League games. Even if United were in the Champions League this season, say we had got knocked out, I'm still looking forward to PSG Madrid. That's still going to be a great time. I'm still interested to see who gets through to the quarterfinals, etc. So this lineup for the Carabao Cup is great. Chelsea versus Spurs. You know, they hate each other. So that's going to be, they cannot stand each other. And it's two-legged as well. And you have the added in factor of Conte versus Chelsea. I believe, is that the first time it's happened? Somebody please let me know. I don't know if he's managed against Chelsea since he left. Half the players, as Peter and Winter Surfer were telling me, can't stand him. So that's the added spice. again added onto the fact that those two teams cannot stand each other. So I'm looking forward to both watch-alongs. I will do watch-alongs for both those games, both those legs as well. And then you've got Arsenal, Liverpool, two teams I can't stand, but you're going to get a good game. It's going to be interesting to see how serious does Klopp take it. Does he put out his first team? Or does he roll out a second string with the youngsters and then have his big guns on the bench? Same with Arteta as well, because he rested players. Obviously, you're playing Sunderland, so you're going to rest. How serious does he take it now? Does he play his first team? Does he try and win it? Obviously, they won the FA Cup 2 seasons ago. So for Arteta, if they can win this, who knows? Let me know who you've got, though, favourites. I don't know. Who have I got going through? I reckon Chelsea beat Spurs. And I think Liverpool beat Arsenal. So I have a Chelsea-Liverpool final. I do, which again, from a neutral perspective would be great. From a content creator space would be great. For me personally, I can't stand it as a United fan because I'd either have to hear Chelsea and Lewis and Peter and Winter Surfer talking about being club champions of Europe, club of the year 2021, potentially world champions, and then Carabao Cup champions. That's just too much, man. But then Liverpool are the team I despise the most. So I'm basically stuck between a rock and a hard place. Legit, that's what it is. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So it kind of sucks for me if that happens. The only team that I don't really mind in this is Spurs. But I don't trust Spurs to beat Chelsea and then also beat Liverpool. But if both North London teams win, that'd be a great spectacle. Tottenham, Arsenal, that'd be fantastic. I think whoever gets to the final, because it's 4 of the big 6, is going to be a great watch. So it don't matter if it's a Chelsea-Liverpool final, a Chelsea-Arsenal final, that's going to be fire. Or if it's Spurs-Liverpool or Spurs-Arsenal. The only one that's a bit is Spurs-Liverpool. That's the only one. That's the only one I would say. Well, it's going to be interesting. Let's see what's going on. What's happening? Hey, King Cav, you will be blocked for this type of blasphemy. I let a lot go on this channel in it. But one thing we are not letting slide, and I take as personal disrespect, is the disrespect of the most coveted domestic cup competition in the world, and that is the Coupe de France. Don't you dare put the Coupe de France. It's not even in the same realm. It's not even in the same realm. You know what I'm saying? Carabao Cup is nowhere near the prestige of the Coupe de France. Prime says, Flawless about to finish that Christmas dinner like Greenwood in front of goal. Oh, absolutely. It's getting demolished, Prime. Look forward to it every year, man. Getting demolished, fam. If United had beat West Ham, United would have faced Spurs in today's quarterfinal. Thank you for that, Prime. Much appreciated. But hey, that's Ollie Tax for you. Prime says, I'm one of the few Chelsea fans that still respect and like Conte. How come that is? How come you still respect and like him? I'm legit asking, because Chelsea fans don't seem to like him. Big up to Gabe, says big up Flawless, big up to you as well. If it's Spurs versus Arsenal in the final, watch Spurs beat Arsenal. I would hope so. Like I said, out of these 4 teams, they're the only one that I'm okay on. Cam's is here talking about Camel tax wasn't enough to stop us. You're a joker. No, Prime. This is why you need to listen. I said the most coveted domestic cup competition in the world. Domestic cup competition. That's what I said. I'd be very careful. Danny says, fuck Spurs. I hear that. Yeah, Noah, I'm never ignoring your comments. If I miss comments, it's completely on accident. Especially on watch-alongs. Here, I'm looking out for it. Flawless, sometimes you ignore my chats, bro, and it's still bittersweet feeling, man, but still friends, though. Yeah, man, it's never personal. If I ever miss especially, like I said, on watch-alongs or regular shows. But Q&A, this is why I do these shows twice a week, because they're all for you, lot. So I don't miss comments and questions. Only thing is, when we're joined by loads of members take priority like a super chat, innit? So that's legit what it is. Ibrahim says, yeah, who have you lot got in the final as well? Let me know. I think it's going to be an NDL fight, a North London derby, and I think Tottenham are going to win it against Arsenal. Imagine that. In a perfect world, that's what I would like to happen. In a perfect world, 110%, that's what I want to happen. That's the ideal. Chelsea to go out, Liverpool to go out in the semi-finals, and then Spurs beat. But I don't trust Spurs like that, even though this is Spurs under Conte. So I have a little bit more faith in him because it's Spurs under Conte. Wait, so better than the FA Cup? Absolutely, fam. The Coupe de France, yo. Again, I'll say this. Let me pick up the mic. The most coveted domestic cup competition in Europe. Let me slow it down. The Coupe de France is the most coveted domestic cup competition in Europe. Now, in the world. There we go. Big up Bainesy in the building. Says Carabao Cup hype. Hey, you gotta let him hype certain, fam. King Cav says, we winning it, baby. Look at these man celebrating the Carabao Cup. Kiss my teeth. Ollie Tax, we should be in the semis. I hear you, Dante, but we out of the woods now, innit? So it is what it is. It kind of sucks because we should be involved, but we got bigger fish to fry, man. We got Champions League and you got the FA Cup there as well, which are both bigger and more prestigious competitions than the Carabao Cup. But we'll soon find out. Get the likes up as well, people. Get the likes up on the video as well. Nah, man, honestly, hey, Liverpool. Yeah, man, they #1 ups, 100%. Flawless, bro. I would like Arsenal to play Chelsea in the final. It'll be a derby day. Cup and tackles would fly in. Nah, I hear that. Like I said, the only final I don't want from a neutral perspective is Tottenham Liverpool because there's nothing on that. Like Chelsea, Liverpool dislike each other. Spurs, Arsenal, it goes without saying. Yeah, but Liverpool Spurs is the one you look at and go, Bainesy, I'm with you. Actually, I don't mind Spurs. I don't have no issues with Spurs like that. Spurs have never been, I've never had nothing against Spurs. A cup is a cup. That is facts. That is facts. So I want 3 out of 4. Like, I'm not wishing anything good on Spurs, but yo, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And the reason why I like Spurs fans is because, yo, they hate Arsenal too. Kind of like why I get along with Chelsea fans, because they hate Arsenal too. Have you lot never heard that? It's not one of the 48 laws of power, but wait, I think it is. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I want Spurs to win against Arsenal for the limbs. Yeah, it'd be hilarious. Flawless, you're a DM, so do you fly into tackles? I'm not that type of DM. I'm, what's it called? I screen in it. I'm more, I've said this before, I'm more Fabinho than I am an Ndidi. I'm not a destroyer. I'm more Jorginho than I am Kante, and I'm nowhere near the level of those two. Before anyone says I'm a bang average footballer, like, don't get it mistaken. For anyone who see me play in pro clubs, that's exactly how I play in real life, apart from the pace and power. I'm not that quick, I'm not that strong, and my passing isn't that good. But I play, it's the same role I do in real life. Like, it's the same I do. Yo, Leicester are just terrible, fam. That's all it is, Bainesy. Dante says, praying for a North London derby final. Would be a crazy game. Be a shame if it was behind closed doors. It would be a shame if it was behind closed doors. Because now I content create, well, have been. I do look at things from a different perspective. I do look at it from a Manchester United perspective, but then I look at it from the content creator perspective. Content creator's perspective, like I said, Arsenal getting to that final means it has to, like, Arsenal Spurs or Chelsea Arsenal is the final I want from it. I think that does the biggest on here, and I just can't. Whereas, yeah, Liverpool Chelsea would still be good, but nah, it's not the same as a London derby in a final. It's not the same. I like Conte because he's an elite manager. Chelsea fans think that he ruined our club because of the signings in the second summer, going into his second season. But in reality, our board didn't back him. Yeah, that's when you signed, Drinkwater, Bakayoko, Moraz, Apacosta. But his first choice targets were Lukaku, Van Dijk, Koulibaly, Sancho. I can't pronounce my guy's name, but the midfield, I know you're talking about. But that's a dream window. You have to work with what you got. But they could have got him at least 2 out of 5. Or you leave. You walk. Yeah, man. Bainesy in the building. Flawless. Are you celebrating Christmas with your family due to COVID restrictions? I was celebrating it with him anyway. Like, fuck COVID restrictions. You think COVID restrictions is keeping me away from, like, my macaroni, my rice and macaroni cheese and my chicken and my stuffing and my pigs in blanket? Are you mad? Boris and the government can kiss my black ass and that. Didn't they get pictured partying? F all that. I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. I'm just saying what I do. Like, even if they were like, oh, you can't go to your families and that. You can't go to your families. Like, nah. Christmas hype. What's there not to like about Christmas, Bainesy? You're with your fam. You get presents. You get money. You get fed well. What is there to complain about? Please let me know, Bainesy. Proper Grinch, this guy. Proper Grinch. You'll see, yeah. Yeah, Brendan's done out here, man. Brendan's done out here. I don't know what Bainesy's complaining about Christmas hype. Christmas is the greatest because of what happens during that period. What is he talking about? Joker. Absolute comedian. What am I streaming on Christmas? NBA. So, there'll be a game at 10. I might be on that, but then there's Lakers Nets at 1. I'm definitely on that. And then there's the Utah Jazz and the Mavericks, and I'll be on that as well. Oli Tax may allow Salah to bag a hat-trick at OT, but it won't stop Flawless from Christmas dinner. Absolutely. Yeah, we can kiss my black ass. Disrespectfully. Who said this? See, this is why Bainesy tries to pivot. No one mentioned food. I said, how can you not like Christmas? That's what I said. That's nothing to do with that, fam. But Bainesy thinks he's slick. Sorry for eating on mic as well, people. My apologies. I have no idea, Louis. I have no idea. Flawless, bro. Rodgers is an early man. I wouldn't say that because he did win the FA Cup. Flawless, when was you Ollie out? September. Was it September? Whenever we drew to Rochdale in the League Cup. So September or October 2019. Prime will know because me and Prime had an in-depth discussion about this on the Q&A in it. So Prime will tell you. And welcome to the show as well. This guy's going to be super gassed because he was actually at Anfield today. And it's his birthday. So everybody in the chat, wish him a happy birthday. And yes, bro, what are you telling me?
Yeah, good night, man. I'm in Mackey's at the moment, to be honest.
All right, cool, but, yo. How was your birthday first and foremost? And happy birthday again.
Cheers, thanks, bro. Yeah, it's been sick, man. It's been sick. Yeah, it's been sick, man. Especially after what happened tonight. What a game, man. What a game. That was crazy.
Big
Did you see it?
About it, innit? Yeah, I watched it. Big up, talk about it.
Barry, I can only come on for like 5 minutes, innit? But like 5-10 minutes. But yeah, man, it was just first half disaster. Like we just couldn't. Our centre backs couldn't handle
you're a bit too loud, man. Pull the mic away from your mouth a little bit, innit? You're a little bit too loud.
Is that better?
Yeah, still peaking. But go.
Yeah, sorry. Vardy and we couldn't handle Vardy and Daka running in behind, innit? Like we just couldn't handle it, and they were kind of finishing us from there. To be fair, like, and we were lucky we didn't go 4-1 down. To be honest, like, and what he did well is he took off the youngsters, innit? Like 3 youngsters at half time who were just out of their depth, unfortunately, innit? So he did that well, and then he just brought on more experience and like, exactly, he just got so much better second half, man. And we were just putting on too much pressure on them in the end, to be honest, like. And eventually we got the goal. It was a sick night, bro. The atmosphere second half was lit. And yeah, man, quadruple's still on, innit? Quadruple's still on. That's what I was thinking during the game, you know. I was thinking during the game, yeah. I was thinking how much shit am I gonna get on the Shameless FC group chat and stuff. Like I was shitting it. I can't lie. But yeah, I was saved, innit?
You're a joker. Everyone wishing you a happy birthday in the chat as well.
Yeah, big up everyone in the comments. I can't even see the comments at the moment, but big up everyone in the comments still. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, fam. I'm just eating, innit? That's all. We can still hear you and that. Baines wants to know what you're getting from McDonald's.
I'm just getting me and my dad, so I'm getting a couple of cheeseburgers, innit? Just a couple of cheeseburgers, standard, innit?
Fair enough. You continue to get your questions in as well. Go on, fam.
Also, I'm happy we got Arsenal, to be honest. I think Arsenal, out of all the teams remaining, they're the ones that I would definitely have rather had than Tottenham or Chelsea. And I think, especially if it's over 2 legs, I fully expect us to beat Arsenal over 2 legs, because I do think Klopp will. I'm not saying he's going to start his strongest teams in the semi-finals, but he'll definitely play a lot stronger. Do you get what I mean? Like he'll definitely, because I think when you get to a semi-finals of whatever cup, you've got to start taking it seriously. Then there's no, you can't keep playing the game. You have to, even if he doesn't start his full team, there'll be the team will be like half strong and then half some reserve players, but then he'll have like all his big guys on the bench. So if he doesn't start Salah against Arsenal, he'll definitely have him on the bench, for example. So it'll be sort of that, but I expect us to beat Arsenal, to be honest. Arsenal don't scare me, innit?
I hear that favourable draw for you, look. I agree with you in terms of Arsenal are the ones you wanted, and I said that before you came on about I expect Klopp to field a stronger side. Not the strongest side, but the strongest side.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's what me and my dad were just saying. Like, it might be something like, maybe he continues with Kelleher in net, who, big up, by the way, him in the shootout, man, saving 2 penalties. But he might play like one of Van Dijk and Matip at the back, maybe Matip at the back, maybe change the fullbacks to like Neco Williams, maybe play like a Henderson and Thiago in midfield, and then up front maybe play one of Mane or Salah. But then he'll have like all the big ones on the bench who have missed out, like in case they need to come on. So over 2 legs. Oh, if it's definitely over 2 legs, I fully expect us to win because normally over 2 legs, the better side does usually go through, and we are much better than Arsenal. So I expect us to get through that tie.
I agree. I said I think it's a Liverpool-Chelsea final.
I'd probably agree. I think Tottenham-Chelsea is going to be a great tie as well. That's one that I think is going to be quite close. Although at the moment I would probably say Chelsea would edge it. But it wouldn't surprise me if Spurs got through, to be honest. But I'd probably say Chelsea are definitely favourites. But yeah, I think Chelsea-Liverpool is the most likely final at the moment.
And we got Conte going back to Chelsea as well, which is going to be interesting. Yeah. That's going to be fun.
I think Slav said on the group chat that they play him in the league that month as well. So they play him in the league. So obviously there's going to be 3 Chelsea-Tottenham games next month. So but yeah, I'll probably edge Chelsea in that. But I think we should definitely have enough to beat Spurs, to beat Arsenal, man. Like I'm gonna say no I was gonna say no disrespect to Arsenal fans, but like fuck it innit, because I don't like Arsenal innit. But like nah, like come on in. I don't like Arsenal innit.
Fuck you gotta tell me.
Yeah, bun Arsenal innit. Like we're actually like we'll beat Arsenal over 2 legs. Like I'm here seeing Arsenal fans saying that they're happy with the draw. Like we're a miles better team than you. Even if we take some of our players out, we're still a much better team than you. Like we beat you 4-0 a few weeks ago without even trying. Like we beat you 4-0 the other week, and it should have been about 8. Like come on, like we're gonna beat them in it. Like over 2 legs, I fully expect us to win.
Absolutely.
But in terms of, I want to say I got shit early on for like criticizing Joe Gomez. Bro, he was terrible today. I don't care what anyone says, man. Like,
no, it's bad. We knew you was going to come and blame him. But go.
Bro, no, did you see he was awful, fam? He was awful. Bro, in that first half, like, yeah, the young kid next to him, Kumetio, I think's his name. Yeah, he got ripped apart as well. But Gomez was no better than him. Like, he was horrible as well. In second half, like, Kanate was holding his hand in it. I can't lie. Like, Gomez, there were a few times second half where he was getting caught out at times as well. Like his passing's awful as well. His passing's abysmal. So bro, Joe Gomez, he's just not good enough, man. Like I heard Real Madrid are in for him, and I tweeted saying Real Madrid, please come and get him in it or something like that. Like if Real Madrid came in and got Joe Gomez, I'd have a party, bro. I'd ask you to like let me have like some 24-hour live stream celebrating or something, innit? That's how much I want this guy out of my club, innit?
Yo, wildin', yo. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he's like terrible.
He's like your 4th choice centre back though.
Exactly, and he almost resulted in us getting knocked out of the Carabao Cup and the quadruple hopes being over, innit?
It's not on him, fam. It's not solely on him.
He was so close to costing me my dignity in Shameless FC.
Hey, your dignity on Shameless FC is long gone, fam. It's long gone.
At the moment, quadruple's still on, innit?
No. I'm not saying about that. I'm saying your dignity on Shame. Put in the group chat. Is my dignity on Shameless FC still here? Please do that. Right in the group
chat.
Yeah, but
they'll just laugh at me.
I'll do it then. Yeah, why would they laugh?
You do it then. You do it.
Why would they laugh?
Huh? I don't know.
This guy is joking, you know. Flawless bro, is Rodgers an early man? Nah, because like I said, he won the FA Cup last year.
The FA Cup,
I won't call him an early man. No, he's just not of that higher level. He's a B+ manager. He's not A level.
Yeah, he's at a club that is his level at the end of the day. That's no disrespect to Leicester, but he's at the right club. He's not good enough to manage, and he showed it. He's not good enough to manage a Liverpool, a City, a Chelsea, etc. Like he's not that level at the end of the day, and it's not an embarrassment, to be honest. There's not a lot of managers. You know, most managers are not of that level at the end of the day. That's why there's only a few world-class and elite managers around.
Facts. Says Flawless, who's your NBA goal? For me, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Did you see Michael Jordan play? Like, did you ever see Michael Jordan play when you were younger?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I want a basketball. He was one of them. Because he transcended the sport. So I'm not a basketball fan, but I knew about Michael Jordan. Like I had a Bulls jersey back in the day.
Yo, I heard about the Lakers and Russell Westbrook's disaster class last night, and then when I heard that, I just made sure first thing I did was go on the NBA watch along and just watch some parts.
When Surfer lost.
Oh, Surfer lost it, didn't he?
Yeah, Surfer lost it, and you know what I'm saying? He had enough. So yeah, like I said, it's for me. It's because of what he did. It's Jordan, innit? I'm also off watching The Last Dance.
Yo, I need to jet now though.
Yo, love fam.
Yeah, big up, bro. Yeah, take care. Big up everyone in the comments as well. Cheers for birthday messages, everyone, and all that. So yeah, big up everyone, man.
Love fam.
Take care. Yeah, see you, bro.
Ryan in the building, getting gassed. Typical Ryan. Why is man upset with the draw? What's the problem? Why is he upset with the draw? Where else we at? Let me see what questions I missed. And outside, flawless thoughts on us getting linked with Sane. Imagine him on the left and Sancho on the right. I don't see why. Is he unhappy over there? Like, why would he leave Bayern Munich? Like, I don't. Unless there's something I missed. Somebody please let me know. Like, I rate Sane. I think he's a quality player. I'm not seeing a lot since he left and went over there, but I'm hearing he's putting in good performances. But why would he leave? I don't get why Bayern Munich. How old is he? Because it's not like he's old or anything like that. And Ryan's from Manchester. Well, you know what he's like, man. He gets gassed. Well, it's his birthday, and he just seeing his team win a penalty shootout. And he ain't emotional as it is. So you already know. Whereabouts we at? Stop liking Statman as soon as he left Bruno FC. Yeah, man dipped from Bruno FC, yo. Man dipped, you know. Mazza. Yeah, I agree with this. I don't see Sane leaving. Red Dead says, I want to see Arsenal versus Chelsea or Spurs, either one. Yeah, that's the best final. But I don't see Arsenal getting past Liverpool. And I don't see Spurs getting past Chelsea. Ryan made a great point about the two-legged thing. Once it's two-legged, show's over. Where's my water as well? What is going on? Why are you doing this? Well, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well, people. I can't even open the water in that. What is going on here? These trick lids. So mad. Well, where was we at? Man, I'm joking. What does someone had a question about LeBron? What does LeBron need to do to be the greatest ever from now until he retires? I don't think he can. You got too many fans, and it depends who you're talking to. It's the final losses. Man's what? 4. He's 4-6. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So he's been to 10 finals and he's lost 6 times. When you've got Michael Jordan, who not only three-peated twice, is 6-0. You got Kobe, who I believe is 6-2, 7-2. You can't. For him to go down the greatest, he'd have to like repeat with the Lakers, be MVP in both those finals. But it depends who you're talking to. But I don't think he can ever get to that. I don't think he can ever get to that status. I don't think so, but that's just me. Is he talking about Sane? I'm guessing. Prime says he had an average season last season, mainly because he was recovering from injury, but he's been cold. All right. Flawless question. Do you like watching players show passion, tackles, get red cards because of desire? Get red cards? No. The passion tackles are like, if it's a fair tackle and it's on someone, like, it can kick a game into gear. Roy Keane spoke about that. Like, Roy Keane, one of my favorite Manchester United players of all time. I have both his books. And when I read him, he said that sometimes in games, he just stick it on somebody just to try and kick himself into gear and get the team into gear. And that's where that comes from. I'll do it occasionally on pro clubs. Just try to, when it's flat, try and just take someone out on pro clubs and take a yellow card just to ignite like the conversation and stop it from being flat. Like, that's what it is. So do I like it? Yeah, the showing passion thing, like, it's all about, you can be a passion merchant that's effective. Like, Keane was a passion merchant, but you could play. Like, he was a cold footballer. Like, he channeled that the passion he had, but he had other attributes with it. Rooney had it as well. Rooney was very passionate, but he also had skill to go with it. You can't be just a passion merchant and have no skill. So that's what I'd say about that. Sane has a bad attitude problem. They don't like him apart from Nagelsmann. Where does this come from, though? Where does this come from? In my opinion, LeBron is the best basketball player ever, but Jordan is the greatest. Fair enough. Fair enough. Our second leg is at home. I think everything is possible. We'll soon find out. But in football, Ronaldinho is the best and the greatest. Yeah, because people don't judge football the same way they judge basketball. The criteria and the metrics are completely different. Right? Completely different. That's why you can't, like, just the fact that football is 11 aside and basketball is it's a 5. So you let pretty much half. Like, that's legit what it is. There's so many different things. What do you mean, Danny? When you say join the party and play career mode, what do you mean on yours? Where you just want to be in the chat with us is what you're talking about. What do you mean? Elaborate. Elaborate. This is why England will never win a World Cup. That nonsense passion. Again, it's all about being having passion. But like Ramos is passionate, but Ramos can play. Like it's a mix. You can't just have one. You can't just be passionate but have no skill. There's other people who I can think of. What other teams? Gattuso was Gattuso, one of the best DMs I've ever seen. Gattuso was like that, absolute madman. But Gattuso could play. I'm trying to think who else. Vieira, passion merchant, but could play. John Terry, Yapstam. Like there's lists. I could probably list a world-class 11 of guys who you could say are passion merchants, but they could all play. Zidane was out here headbutting, man. Like 100%. I won't go as far as to call him a passion merchant, but he had that type of thing inside of him. Louis says, flawless, only Eric Ramsey and Mike Phelan are left. Do you want them both gone? Absolutely. Get them all gone. Get them all gone. A passion merchant that can play, like Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson's a good example. He's not of the level of what I'm talking about, but he's another one. Jordan Henderson is not only a passion, but he can play in that system. He utilizes it, and he's got ballers around him. He helps that Liverpool system tick. You think Brendan gets sacked this season? Yes. I think he is. I think he does. Pep and Jurgen and Flick all said Sané has awful attitude. What happened though? That's what I want to know. What happened? Flawless, you see PSG stink up the place against second of the bottom of the league today without Mbappe and Neymar. They got caught open 7-8 side. They seem easier in hindsight than me to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Here's the thing with that, and I stated this again. When I said I didn't want PSG, it's simply because why would I pick the toughest possible opponent or second toughest possible opponent? I'm not going to argue and debate whether they're tougher than Atletico Madrid. One thing I do know for sure they have over Atletico Madrid is they have players who, if they turn up, it is show over. Let me put it in boxing terms, innit? They have a knockout punch. They have a punch that can connect at any moment that can put your lights out. Deontay Wilder-esque. And Deontay Wilder, I use him as the example, isn't the most skilled boxer. Doesn't have a beautiful jab. He doesn't slick and he doesn't bob and weave and shift. Like he don't have great feet. He don't have, you get me, great movement. None of that. But what Deontay Wilder can do is knock you from 1 minute, from the first round to the 12th round. If he catches you, it's show over. That's PSG. Not many teams have that. In Atletico Madrid do not have that. Can you argue they're a better team? Cool. Even though they scraped through their group and they're currently 6th or 5th in their league. Like they're behind Sevilla. I think it's Real. Is it Betis or Vallecano or whoever? My point is, back to it, so I'm get on track with the analogy. PSG have 3 players who are all can put a tie to bed. They have Neymar, they have Messi, they have Mbappe. Why would I want to face that when there's easier competition on paper? I'm not trying to fight the guy with a knockout punch. PSG can dump out anybody in Europe. Don't get it mistaken. Are they the best side? No. I think we knocked them out. I think the 4 English sides beat them over 2 legs. No, are all better, I should say. I think Real Madrid are a better team. I think Bayern Munich, that's 6. So I think they're on paper, they're the 7th best team. And there's probably teams who are better than them. However, when you have Neymar and you have Mbappe and you have Messi, you have a puncher's chance. If they show up over 2 legs, they can dump out any team I just named. That being said, that's why I'm picking them to beat Real Madrid. Even though I think Real Madrid had a better team, the second leg being at the Bernabeu, Messi's going to have a massive point to prove. Ramos is going to have a massive point to prove. Mbappe could be going there. He's got a massive point to prove. You got Di Maria. You've got Neymar with a massive point to prove. That's 5. And then you add on top of that variety in the mix as well. I can just, that's what it is with PSG. I'm not trying to see PSG. Not at all. That's just me, though. I call that aggression, not passion, but fair enough. Same difference, though. You don't have passion. There's no such thing as passive passion. If you're a passion merchant, you're aggressive. The two go hand in hand. No, they have passion, but ain't passion merchants because they're not. That's not the sole thing they're associated to. But it's something. If you take away Ramos's skill, he's called a passion merchant. We take away Keane's skill by calling him a passion merchant. Like, that's being labeled at him. But because they could play, we don't think of him like that. But they had that there. Absolutely. Ronaldo transcended football this period between 03 to 07. He was bigger than what Messi and Ronaldo are. Oh, Ronaldinho. Yeah, Ronaldinho, the best player I've ever seen. Say it all the time. Flawless, how can we get rid of Eric Ramsey when he just joined us mid-July? Yo, I'm all about whatever Ralph wants in it. If Ralph Ragnick wants Ramsey to stay, I'm with it. If Ralph wants Ramsey gone, cool. I'm backing the manager in it. Whatever Ralph wants, Double R Mafia in the building. Shout out to my guy Eddie every time. Whatever Rolex Ralph wants to do, I'm fully on board with. If he wants to keep man, cool. If he's getting rid of man, cool. I'm backing the manager. Yeah, look at Stroll. Look at this shamelessness. Don't ever doubt Anfield is the best atmosphere in the league. Oh my God. Leicester played full strength team, wasted time to get moved to by our B team. Hey, that's Leicester for you, isn't it? Those we got. Flawless, are you a supporter of an interim manager getting the choice to buy players in January when he's only here for 6.5 months? Yeah, because he's going to get a consultancy role afterwards. So what he's doing in January, he'll be doing after the 6-month period. So it makes no difference because he's still going to be here. Yeah, Atletico haven't been good. But now they're playing Manchester United. They're the greatest side ever. And we need to be worried. I say this all the time. If Atletico Madrid had our players and had Ralph in charge, and we had their players and had Simeone in charge, it's not being billed as being close. But because it's Manchester United, all of a sudden, happened all during the Europa League run. We drew Real Sociedad. Oh, they got David Silva. They're undefeated. I think it was on an undefeated run. They're near the top of the league, blah, blah, blah. Beat them comfortably. Same with AC Milan. They got Kessie. They got Ibrahimovic. They got this guy. All right, we scraped past them, but it wasn't they were awful in the second leg. First leg, they were good. Second leg, they were awful. And then Rome is the biggest one. Oh, they got Small and they got Mkhitaryan and they got Dzeko. Did we not beat them 8? Was it 8-2? 6-2 in the first leg or something like that? Like, it always happens. When we play teams, the other team is always now automatically like they're heightened. Everyone's been talking for as long as I can remember about João Felix being in a death row contract and being and Simeone playing Satan football. Cam's calls him Satan. Literally calls him Satan. Oh, he's going to be, but now all of a sudden we have to be worried about João Felix and Suarez and Griezmann and all these men that scraped through the group with against. Who did they scrape through against? Was it AC and Paul? Not Paul, because Paul are through. I can't remember who was in Liverpool's group, but you understand my point. And I'm not saying we can't lose to Atletico. I'm saying I'm confident we go through. Malcolm says, big up the man them. Big up to Malcolm every time. If Real Madrid land Mbappe, Haaland, and Pogba, they're instantly the heavyweight they once were. Absolutely. They're back to that Galactico thing. And with the players they have there, I think it could work. Who's the pro clubs every what's good, my G? What's good, my G? I'm Dini. I ain't seeing my guy Rance chat in a minute. Too busy being pro clubs MVP. Yeah, Ahmed on smoke. Whether he's playing a centre back or centre forward. Smoke. If United get Sané, I'll be scared. Noah, write your chat again. Flawless, do you ever go on Twitter Spaces? Yes, sometimes. But then what happens is I join Twitter Spaces and then people want me to speak. And then I don't want to be rude because normally I join the Twitter Spaces either someone's Twitter Space who I know I'm cool with or people in there are talking who I know and I'm cool with. So I don't want to be rude and not say no, but I do a lot of talking. I just want to listen. Like sometimes I just want to join it and just see what's being said. Where else we at? Michael says, unless PSG's playing a low block, which takes away the effectiveness of Messi and Neymar, they'll get battered on a counter-attack. Real Madrid have the quality and will score the chances. Real Madrid are favourites for the tie. Absolutely. No doubt about that. But I have PSG winning the tie for the reasons I named. Like away at the Bernabeu, PSG got too much of a point to prove. There's too many players with chips on their shoulders. Messi is Mr. Barcelona. And he's going back to the Bernabeu. Barcelona fans already love him. If he knocks out Real Madrid, especially with how bad Barcelona are doing, they'll love him even more. Like, he definitely wants to take his shirt off and hold it up to the Bernabeu, like 100%. That's a statement of intent. And Messi's that type of guy. He has the skill to do that. Neymar, ex-Barcelona, same exact thing. Mbappe could be going there, same exact thing. Ramos already came out and said, was it something along the lines of, I don't want to have to kill Real Madrid, but I got to do what I got to do. Like, And you add in Di Maria, also ex-Real Madrid, and Verratti. And Real Madrid are cold. They have my favorite striker in Europe in their side in Benzema. But Modric, Cruz, two of my favorite midfielders. Quality side, no doubt about it. But I just have PSG. I know it's unpopular. Someone explain how Liverpool are now favourites to get Haaland. That ain't never happening. You damn right. People just bored on Twitter, fam. People just bored. Yeah, people just bored on Twitter. You know how it is. And Bainesy, you are not our top goal scorer. Our top goal scorer has 68 goals in 72 games. Like, do the maths, fam. Bear in mind what I just said there, people. Our top goal scorer on pro clubs has 68 goals in 72 games. They're numbers that Bainesy could only dream of. But we move. Flawless, you happy Kieran McKenna's gone? Absolutely. Flawless, fun fact, Poch has PSG undefeated at home and unbeaten since October. I didn't know that, no. Did not know that. But I've watched them. They haven't been good. And to back to my guy Stroll, he's calling me shit. Yo, Rolex Ralph, fam. You see this people. Hey, is going to hate. And that's my brother, you know. But hey, is going to hate. Flawless, how long have you been boys with Saeed and Aaron? When did I meet them? Stroll will know. Was it 2 years ago? Whenever... It's when United lost to Liverpool at Anfield, and who got the goal? Was Ollie still? I can't remember. It's when the only thing I remember from the game, I think it was if Van Dijk scored or he had a goal ruled out or something like that. I think it was that. Stroll will be able to tell you. I'm saying. Yeah, and our guy has more contributions left in games. Because I didn't mention his assists. What's your point? Man's got 30 assists. But I didn't mention that because I knew that you'd come with that, so I just rebutted that quickly. So man has 72 games, 68 goals, and like 30 odd assists. I even know the numbers. So what's your point? He has more goal contributions than games and is better on the eye test than you. What we talking about, Bainesy? Like, this is not when you're going to win in it. We upgraded, man. It's okay, fam. I still love you. You're still my brother, but we upgraded. You can go check your record and that. It's not better than our guy's record. I'm telling you that much. He's playing Division 3-4s and like, come on, man. Flawless, you should sign Hadara and Kamara. I've seen clips of Hadara. I don't know anything about Kamara though. Don't even know who does he play for? I don't even know who that is. No word of a lie. Big up Flawless. Eye test and stat test, Bainesy. You know what I'm saying? He passes the eye test. He passes the stat test. Like, what are we talking about? Flawless out of 10. Rate our chances of getting Haaland. Who, United? Well, up there. It depends on this season, though. You know what I'm saying? Depends on this season. Right, 110%. Right, Bainesy mad in it, but we move. I'm trying to think. Because you got Cavani. Ronaldo won't be around for too much longer. Martial's going to leave. Well, could leave. Cavani's looking like he's going to leave. So it opens up the door. Again, the variable is what formation is the new manager who's going to come in going to play. That changes everything. If it is the 4-2-2, I think it increases the chances. Because Haaland can then come in and play alongside of Ronaldo, play alongside of Greenwood. Because Haaland's coming in to play. And you know if Ronaldo's here, he's going to play. But it is what it is. Since we chat in FIFA when's the tournament, I chat too much shit in the chat. I need buddies to back it up. Shout Bainesy in it. He's on it, in it. He's the best FIFA player of all time. Shout out to him. Big up Timo in the chat as well. Yeah, join the chat for what, Danny? I'm lost. I don't get what you're talking about. DM me in it. DM me on the gram if you're on the gram. Like, I'm confused. Yeah, that was it. It was that one. So if whoever asked when we met Saeed and Aaron, it was then. Like, I spoke to him. I spoke to Aaron a couple days before that, but yeah, that's when we all first met. See, there you go. Boxing Day sales for monitors and you do playing the Bainesy Cup. Thoughts on PSG being undefeated at home? No surprise. No surprise. Good side. They are individual brilliance, like Super Saiyan 2.0. Right, that's what it is. Continue to get your questions in as well, people. Ah, right. Yeah, I hear you back then. Now it makes sense. I didn't understand what you meant. So yeah. You're gonna have a show tomorrow. Yeah. We got shows tomorrow. Thursday, Mandem United first and foremost. We'll have Mandem United on here at 5. Probably be with Rance and Aaron on Rance's Twitch at 7. And then there's 2. Is it 2 NBA? Yeah, there's 2 NBA games tomorrow on the Twitch, Sarcasm City TV Twitch. 7-6 Hawks and the Warriors and the Grizzlies. So it is. Yeah, I got you, Danny. I'll shout you back. When it's the pro clubs going on, I'm gonna literally check the group chat now and see what these men are saying, because I'm lost as to what's going on. It's supposed to be midnight, but I don't even know if these men are on. But we'll soon find out. See that, people? Always working while I'm working. Tell you that. Always. Oh, hold up. Let me see what these men are saying. Because we are looking at changing. Since this is well, big up Steak Paul. This is the first time I've seen you on a non-pro club stream. So yeah, big up, or non-FIFA stream. Let's see what that man is saying. But yeah, where was I at? Yeah, pro clubs we're looking at midnight. And also as well, what was I gonna say? Yeah, we need to play some friendlies or play in a cup, just because we want to trial a new formation, and trial this free at the back and see what's what. Rather than do it in the league when we need 2 wins from the final 3. If we win all 3, we win the title. If we win 2 out of the 3, we get promoted. It's gonna be tough from 3 to 2. It's gonna be very tough. Yeah, man. Big up my guy. FIFA 20 pro clubs on a Friday banged. I can't lie. Did we play on a Friday? I can't remember, yo. I do so many streams. I don't even know. Please, bro, I started pro clubs and chose CDM because of watching you. My guy, Ashley, man. Just make sure you're better than me. You know what I'm saying? And even though, like, you saying because you chose it because of me, do better than what I do in it. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that. What formation do we use on pro clubs? Normally, I let the attackers decide, because the back 4 and the 2 in the pivot doesn't really change. So I let the attackers. I'm not gonna pick to a Monts and a Ethan if I'm meant to play in a Tox and be like, right, do this. I'm like, what suits you lot? So it depends on personnel. But we switch from the 4-2-3-1 to 4-2-2-2. They're the ones we mainly use. And we've done a false 9 at times as well. However, we are going to trial a back 3, because we've added to the squad that likes Osman's in there, who's a good midfielder. You got C1 who can play centre back. I'm capable of playing centre back in the 3. Cams can play centre back in the 3. Ahmed, who I've mentioned as well. So yeah, we need to trial it. We got Huncho, who can play centre back in a 2 or 3, wing back, holding midfielder. So there's options. Flawless, have you ever met Brian Robson? Nah, I've never met any of the guys that you mentioned there. Only ballers I've met, Andy Cole a couple of times in terms of like Manchester United legends. Now you clean up that mid. Appreciate it, man. My guy. Flawless, do you use Chelsea's formation in FIFA? Are you talking about my solo, or are you talking about on pro clubs? Solo, I play a 4. What is it? It's like a 4. Yeah, it's like a 4-1-3-2. We play flat back 4, 1 DM, 1 attacking midfielder, 2 wide players, 2 up front. Wait, yeah, 4-1-3-2. It's not even a formation. You understand my point anyway. That's it. Yeah, it is. It's 4-1-3-2. Tactical flexibility, you know, Flawless might be clear volley. I hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Hey, we won trophies. I say. When's the next Pro Club stream? In about 10 minutes or so. When this stream ends, you'll know if there's one, but there's one in like 10 minutes or so. Literally just seeing what these men are saying now. Do you want to see Arsenal versus Tottenham? For content creator purposes, absolutely. Absolutely, I'd love to see it. Tonight, yes, possibly. I'm waiting on these men now. What do you mean that formation doesn't work on Xbox? Ryan's back. What do you mean it don't work, Louis? And Messi only has 1 league goal this season. Mad.
Yeah, he's got a fair few assists, though, I think. But yeah, I think he's only got 1 league goal, yeah. He's got a couple in Champions League, I think, though. 2 or 3 in Champions League.
Crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. You lot continue to get your questions in as well before we close out the show as well.
But
Talk more.
who's your prediction to win the Carabao Cup now?
It's between Liverpool or Chelsea. I don't know
In a
who.
final, if those two play in a final, who do you think wins? Because it'll be interesting, that final
It's close. One of game is close.
game. It's close,
It's-
isn't it?
Yeah. One of game, there's not much in it. If someone said
I think
Liverpool,
so
I'd be
far
like,
in
yeah.
the last couple of games, Tuchel and Klopp have played against each other. Chelsea, Tuchel's probably come out on top in those two games, so it'll be
Yeah.
interesting. Because it depends what kind of who, if any of us have injuries, by that time for that game, I think if it's strongest 11 against strongest 11, I could probably see us winning. But it's going to be, if that game happens, it'll be very close.
Absolutely.
It'll be very close.
Absolutely, it's going to be close. I'm unsure as to who would win it. Would it be interesting? Yeah, I prefer Arsenal Spurs personally, but here we are.
Would you prefer wouldn't you prefer Chelsea to win it over Arsenal?
No, not win the trophy. I'm talking about from content creator purposes. Arsenal Spurs final.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I want Arsenal to go out. You know what I'm saying? But I can't stand you lot, so it doesn't really make much of a difference.
You see, Liverpool, Chelsea, the scraps in Wembley Way, the fights that day. Oh my days, yo.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I gotta think from content creator purposes. And content creator purposes, Arsenal Chelsea is probably the best. Arsenal Chelsea or the North London derby
would be good.
Arsenal who?
Arsenal Tottenham one. Actually, no, that can't.
Yeah, Arsenal Tottenham. Yeah. Because they can't stand each other. So absolutely,
yeah, that would be so.
Absolutely.
Between those two, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be. I mean, you got four big teams left in the competition. Like it's going to be.
Yep.
It's going to be good, man. It's going to be.
Absolutely.
I think it's very important for a Liverpool and a Chelsea to try and win it in terms of winning the Carabao Cup could be so important in, wanting to try and win the Premier League, because if we're in a title race at that time, winning a trophy in February gives you so much kind of confidence and momentum for the rest of the running. And you've seen that with City over the years. They win the Carabao Cup in February, and then they go on and win the league like this. And the biggest example for me is the season where us and them went head to head on when it went last day, 98, 97 points. And they won the Carabao Cup, and from then on, they won every game in the league. So winning the Carabao Cup's a big one in terms of that purpose as well.
Right. You definitely. I've said that already about Carabao Cup and Target. We've seen Fergie do it. We've seen Mourinho do it. We've seen Pep do it. It makes sense.
I mean,
people mock you, but it can be
targeting it. That's the thing. Klopp ain't even targeting it, but I think he really has to now. And I think he has to. When you get to the semis of it, you need to start putting out stronger teams now.
Facts. When you're in the semi-finals of a competition, it's like, all right, we need to pattern this and sort this out.
Yeah, I'm not saying put out your strongest team, but put out a team that
a strong team.
Arsenal.
A strong team. That's what you have to look at.
Exactly.
A strong team. And to read gentleman says, all right, crickets, here's a question. Still think Chelsea winning the league? Yes. I'm going to stand on it. Absolutely, I'm still going to stand on it. How many points? Go on.
Sorry, someone asked me yesterday, Chelsea, I think my mate asked me, do you think Chelsea's still in the title race? And I was like, yeah, they are, because points-wise, they're only 3 points off us and 6 points off City. So, they're nowhere near out of it. But what I did say is I think they will be out of it in the next couple of months. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong in it, but I do think they might be out of it in the next couple of months, because they're dropping too many points, and there's deficiencies in that team and that squad where I think, and don't get me wrong, there is in ours as well, but I think Chelsea's are a lot more could drop them more points. Do you get what I mean? I think that Chelsea-Liverpool game in a couple of weeks is a big one still at the Bridge.
Huge. The thing you said them about being out of it in 2 months, that could happen. They need to win those games. They play you lot, they play Spurs.
I think they
play
LeBron,
they play Arsenal, they play City. Yeah.
And I think providing AFCON goes ahead, which I think it should do now, I think Mendy will miss the City and Chelsea games, and that's a big loss. Having to put Kepa
massive
into
loss.
Games, massive. Don't get me wrong, Salah and Mane is a big loss for us. More Salah in it, but I think our two games are against Brentford and Palace, the two league games that those two would miss. Oh shit! I just realised that they'd probably miss the Arsenal semi-finals, possibly.
Yeah. Peter was talking about that. Yeah, that is a possibility.
Low, to be fair. Not much Mane, but Salah in it. To be fair, though, should we still be beating Arsenal over 2 legs? Yeah, because Arsenal don't. There's not a lot in Arsenal's team that scares me. If it was against Tottenham or Chelsea, I'd be shitting myself more. But with Arsenal, it's probably made the game more closer, and me a bit more nervous for that. But I still expect us to beat Arsenal over 2 legs, even without those two. Because I just don't rate Arsenal in it. I know they're 4th position, I just don't rate them in it.
Yeah, I get you. That's if I was in the semi-final draw, that's who you want to get. But yeah,
with Arsenal, when you're playing Arsenal, what do you fear in their team?
None.
What do you look at? You know, with Chelsea, you still fear Chelsea.
Danny, I messaged you back, my brother. Go on, fam.
It's like with even like a Tottenham, you fear Kane and Son, don't you? With a Chelsea, you still fear them. With City, you fear fucking everything. With United, you fear, your players up front. With Arsenal, I'm not scared of Saka. I'm not scared of Smith Rowe. I'm not scared of
you respect him, but it's not fair. You're not like, oh my God.
I'm not like when they get the ball, oh shit, in it. Like, it's not that in it. Like, there's nothing about Arsenal that scares me.
Pardon me. No, you're right. Right.
I mean, that's because I think me and my dad and my brother were walking back to the car after the game, and that's when I heard that we'd got Arsenal. I was buzzing.
Yeah, of course.
That's the draw I wanted.
Of course. Why would you not want Arsenal at that point?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not one of those who, want the hardest draw just for nostalgia purposes, innit? I just want
these Bainesy guys in that.
You know what I'm saying, man? I know Bainesy's like that, innit? Now, I understand where Bainesy's coming from, though, because the nostalgia of it is a big thing and it's always a big occasion. And if you win it, it's going to be sick. But for me, I'm just out to get the easiest route to win the trophy, innit? That's just me personally.
Yeah. And these shits is wilding, yo. These fake accounts. But big up to you lot adding to the algorithm. Yo, make sure you hit the like button on the video as well, people. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes up on the video as well. Tonight? No NBA, fam. Tomorrow. Yeah. COVID. Some of the teams got COVID, so the game was going to do. A lot of their players are out. So that's what it is. Well, yeah, you lot continue to get questions.
About Russell Westbrook that Peter said that he's committed at least 1 turnover in 400 consecutive.
Yeah. He is literally Bruno, fam.
Oh, yeah, that's worse than Bruno, fam.
He's Bruno. Well, I'm saying, and for those as well, in terms of asking about anytime you'll see a Bainesy in the chat or anyone like that, you know if it's him or not because he's mudded. All of them people are mudded. So when you see someone talking ish, you know what it is. Getting the likes up. Now, Flawless, what other YouTubers do you watch? Everybody I work with, pretty much. Mm-hmm. In terms of, you talking about in the footballing space, or you talking general? In this like football content creator space, everybody I watch. I mean, everybody I now work with and are fortunate enough to work with. Because I was fans of these guys beforehand. Say this all the time. I met Saeed about 3 years ago. I was just seeing him in town. And obviously, man, I used to watch where he was on all the time. And I was like, yes, fam.
You met him 3 years ago?
Yeah. I just stopped him because he was walking. And I was like, oh, shit, Saeed, what are you saying? And I was like, yeah, man, I keep doing your thing. And he was like, yeah, bless. He's mad. And I work with him.
Did you not know him like, on a
Nah, I didn't know him. Nope. Didn't know him, fam. I just seen him in it.
Did you like get to know him through like Pi Radio and stuff like
yeah. That's how I know him, yeah. That's how I know them now. But I'm saying at that point, man didn't know him type of thing. So yeah, man. So there is. Yeah, see, man, Bainesy wanted to beat Prime Barcelona to prove what satisfaction at this guy. Just want to make just wants to do the hero thing, man. That's Bainesy for you, man. Bainesy want to do the hero thing, man's a comedian. Absolute joker.
Nah, but I understand it because it's like if you get a big one, it's like the possibility and thought of winning it kind of gets you excited, innit?
No.
So I understand it.
Well, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Flores, do you watch United Stand or Stretford Paddock? No, I don't watch United Stand since all the man them left, but shout out to Adam Matic. He's the only one on there that I still watch. That's my guy. Yeah, Stretford Paddock I've never watched, no. Flores, did you see R9? If yes, how good was he? And if he didn't get injured, would he have gone down as the best ever? Yes, I do. I am old enough to remember R9. Best striker I've ever seen. Comfortably. Easily the best striker I've ever seen. Like when he was at Inter Milan, when he moved to Real Madrid, easily. Because I used to watch Serie A religiously when he was there as well. And if he didn't get injured, would he have gone down as the best ever? It's highly probable. Highly probable. Different level. This guy talking about the adrenaline. Yo, this ain't a film, fam. This is not the Fast and the Furious. This ain't Spider-Man.
Adrenaline is a big thing, though. Adrenaline gets you going, man.
Oh my God, you want adrenaline? Go. You know what? It's go skydiving, fam. Don't involve my football team. How about that?
When I'm driving, I'm trying to recreate Fast and Furious moments in it. That's my adrenaline.
Yeah, like, is what it is. Okay.
By the way, people drive safely.
Yeah, serious. Haters gonna hate. But we move. Red Dead says Mason Greenwood is our future. Even Ralph said he isn't mentally ready to, like a
Strong.
Haaland to play up front. Yeah, but he has to grow. Yeah, he has to grow into that. That's what that is. He has to
Mason's
grow.
got the ability. More than enough
Well,
ability.
the ability is there. He just needs coaching and help and game time. Like, legit, that's what it is.
What do you think of Ferran Torres going to Barcelona?
Strange one out of the blue.
That's a
Don't understand.
weird one that came out of the blue.
Don't understand it. Don't understand it.
I think
Don't
it's one
get
of
it.
those where he's Spanish, he's young, he probably wants to go back home or something. It's probably that.
I'm befuddled. I'm hella befuddled. Don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it from.
Do you
I'm
rate
at a
him?
loss. From what I've seen, yeah. From what I've
think
seen,
I
yeah,
rate
he
him,
seems
but
good.
I don't rate him like highly in it. I think he's good. That's it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
like, that's it.
I don't think he was worth that price tag yet. I think that price tag surprised me as well.
I thought Barcelona were broke.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks.
What's going on?
I don't know, man. They probably got some money given to them by, I don't know, dodgy
I thought they
things.
were broke. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm lost. I swear the man were broke.
Man's so
Am I
messy
losing?
around Torres, you know.
I'm lost. Yeah, man. This is what it is. Where else we at? Isn't Greenwood more of an inside forward than a striker? Currently, you could argue that. But one thing I would say about this 4-2-2, like all of our strikers, it suits him down to a T.
Yeah.
He's much better in a 2 than he is in a what's it called? Oh, they're dead. He's much better in a 2 than he is up front by himself.
You
But that's
know-
for everyone.
You know, Mason, like, let's say in the long-term future, the formation he's playing in is like a 4-3-3. Do you think it will be in the central position or maybe on the right?
Possibly.
Putting it
Either or.
like a Salah.
Either or, fam. I could see him doing the Salah thing.
I think Salah, yeah, I think he could do
I could
that
see him doing
still.
it. I could easily see him doing the Salah thing. Absolutely. That's actually a great point. Yes. So everyone talking about him striker. Why can't he do the
Because Mo
Salah thing?
Salah, like, he's not a winger. Like, that's when I hear people say, like, oh, he's not even a striker, he's a winger. He's basically a striker, innit? He just runs in from out wide, he just starts moves off out wide, that's it. But Mo Salah's a striker. You just have to watch the way he plays and the movements he makes. He's a striker, and he ain't a winger.
No, yeah, that big old realist TV says long time flawless. Hope you're good, bro. Hope you are good too. You lot got some good questions coming in as well. Why do I think R9 never won a Champions League in his career, even though he was in
It
stacked
just
teams?
happens, man.
Because I think every player has a black mark on their record, whether that's just like longevity or a trophy missing. Number two, he was going up against elite teams. Go look at the years that Ronaldo was like in his prime, so Inter Milan and Real Madrid. And then go look at the winners of those competitions at that time and go look at the teams they was facing. It was stacked. Like if we're talking like, I don't know when I'm trying to think when Ronaldo's prime is, but if you're saying, let's take 99 for instance, that's what United treble side's one of the best sides ever type of thing. To me, the best side this country's ever seen. Like you're up against stacked sides. Like football was just stacked in terms of quality back then.
Definitely better back then.
Absolutely. Like, and it's getting back to that point now where you're getting more stacked sides. You got 3 great sides in
league.
England with Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. Then you got Bayern Munich. You got Real Madrid trying to get back to where they need to get to. You got PSG. You got United trying to get back to where they get to. So it's slowly getting up to. Like if you look at this quarterfinals, that's potential. So you got the 4 English clubs. You got Real Madrid or PSG potentially going through. You've got Bayern Munich. That's a stacked 6.
Yeah.
That's a stacked 6. Like
Plus
that's not no. There's no easy title within them going from.
There's a lot of great players that haven't won a Champions League. Sergio Aguero's not won a Champions League. Van Nistelrooy, you know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic ain't won a Champions League. To me, that's a big one. Zlatan not winning one. That's one that screams out, well, he didn't win a Champions League to me, because I think he's, you know, all the players I mentioned, I think after R9, he's the best one after R9 in terms of the players that I just mentioned, you know, that haven't won it. Like, I think after R9, he's the biggest player to me that hasn't won a Champions League.
See, so I'm saying there, Ronaldo's prime. So if it was, I can't remember off the top of my head, but let's say it is 96 to 99.
I think Juve won it 96 or 97. I don't know who won it the other 2 years. I think Madrid won it in 98.
So I'm saying, like, it's stacked sides. Stacked sides. Flawless. Which of the 4 Premier League sides left in the Champions League has the best chance of being upset? And would you say United, for failing to Atletico, is an upset? Which of the 4 has the best
I
chance
think
of being upset?
if any of them got Chelsea would be the biggest upset if they got knocked out. Possibly City as well. To be fair though, I think United Atletico's on paper is probably the most like challenging for United. I think Liverpool should beat Inter over 2 legs. Although I think that's also not going to be easy because Inter aren't a bad side. They're top of their league, but I still expect us to get through. I still think we're favourites. But City and Chelsea should be getting through their ties relatively easily, to be honest, especially Chelsea.
I don't see any of them with the best chance of being upset. I expect all 4 sides to win.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I've had all 4 sides as favourites. I want to be wrong on that. Obviously, I want to see Liverpool, City, Chelsea go out. However, I don't see any of those 3 going out. I don't see United going out. And if United fell to Atletico, would it be it be an upset? To me, yes.
Yeah,
because we have enough to beat Atletico Madrid over 2 legs. Second leg being at Old Trafford as well. Now, it's not like we're going out there. So,
and also,
why did you say it?
I think one thing people are forgetting is that I think the away goal rule being kind of negative for Simeone in terms of you look at big ties that he's gone through in the past, it has always centered around him getting the away goal and kind of hanging on to that and it being decided on the away goal, whereas he hasn't got that now. So his kind of strategy has to start changing now. So I think that's a big kind of negative for Simeone now.
I hear that. Flawless, how high is the low ceiling in your opinion? Pretty high. You know what I'm saying? I think he has all the fundament. In terms of technical ability, he's fine. Going forward, he's good. Does he need to improve going forward? Yes, but that's not saying he's bad. Like, I've been a fan of Delo. I've campaigned for Delo. And defensively, does he need to get better? Yes, but what 20-year-old doesn't?
Yeah,
of course, he's 20 years old. Show me the right back in Europe right now who doesn't need to get any better, doesn't need improvement.
23, he can still get a lot better.
Yeah, Trent can improve, and he's the benchmark, or Reece James, whoever you want to go get. Exception might be Alphonso Davies. I don't watch enough of Alphonso Davies to say, but he looks incredible.
About Alphonso Davies, you can still kind of get at him defensively.
Well, so it's like he needs to improve. So but I like Delo, and he does have can he be effective for Manchester United going forward and be a part of something successful? Yes. Whether that's as a first choice or a second choice right back, yes. He can also play left back too. You can play wing back either side. So I like Delo. I've said this for the longest. Yeah, you're right, Prime, about it being a black mark. To be honest, R9 not winning the Champions League is a massive mark. Obviously, it doesn't ruin his legacy or greatness. He's still cold with it, but it's a massive mark nonetheless. I hear that. It is, absolutely. But that's still like I said, he still gets in everyone's all times World 11s you've seen him. Yeah, Davies is sick, massive fan. Suarez looks awful this season. Hey, but according to people, we should be scared of Atletico Madrid.
I think
but here we are.
Unfortunately for him, I think you know how highly I rate Luis Suarez. I think he's the best striker that I've seen play because I never got to see Henry and that in it. So I think he's the best striker I've seen play. I think he's the best player I've seen play after Messi and Ronaldo as well, if I'm being honest. I think he's third after those two from what I've seen. Best player I've seen play for my club by a mile as well. But, you know, I think he's like 33, 34 now. Like, players get on in it at the end of the day. And that, you know, he's not exactly in a brilliant team either. So, like, you know, it happens, man. It's just one of those things at the end of the day. You look at Lewandowski, like, yeah, he's old, but he's at a great team in Bayern Munich.
Yeah. You see Benzema's goal today?
Nah, I haven't seen it, man. I'll have a look.
Banger.
Yeah. And to me, those are like the 3 elite strikers of like the last 10 years or 15 years. Suarez, Lewandowski, Benzema for me. I can't think of any other striker that kind of is on their level that's played in like the last 10 years.
I hear that, fam. Just I
don't even think Aguero is on their level. I really don't.
Well, that's not a shot. That's an elite level.
It's just those 3 are so good.
You know what I'm saying? And it is. Yo, these accounts be getting wilder and wilder every day, B. You might have got time. Yeah, Benzema goal was cold. I don't know what the score was, but I know that Real Madrid were winning 2-1. Well, you know, we move. Where else we at? Can you find a few questions in before we close out the show, people? Can you find a few questions in No, well, not 20, but he's like 21. He's young though.
Yeah, he's like
Because I think
my.
United signed him. He was like 19.
I think he's
And
like
people,
my something below.
yeah. So he's like that, 21, 22. Flawless. Why do you think our ex-legends have become awful pundits? The thing is, I don't think they all are. I just think they're awful when they're talking about Manchester United. I say this all the time. I love hearing Gary Neville talk when he's not talking about Manchester United. Like, I think he makes great points.
I
He
agree.
makes clear points.
My dad always
But-
says that as well. It's like Neville actually talks so much sense about other clubs.
Yes.
That's not when he talks about United. Even when my dad said he sounds like an idiot.
Facts. Absolutely. Like, he just sounds foolish because he's emotionally connected though, and he can't.
Yeah.
He lets his emotion cloud his logic.
Yeah.
That's legit what it is. And yeah, these lot saying Delo's 22. So yeah, he's still got ample time to get better.
Scholes as a pundit.
Who?
Scholes.
Again, when he said, what's the game before we played you lot? Was it Atalanta?
It was Atlanta when he said,
and he
"Go
said
play us
about
that against Liverpool,
yes.
see what happens."
Yeah.
And he was right.
So,
You'll be 3
he
or
was
4
spot on.
down at half time.
That made sense. Like, once he figured out Ollie wasn't it, he started talking sense. He started talking sense. The whole
Rio's
Chelsea
the
defense
worst
things,
one for
man.
me.
Say again?
I think Rio's the worst one. What your worst ex-legend?
Yeah, Rio would just be.
He's the worst pundit for me.
Rio
He's horrendous.
I don't know what Rio be. I don't know
Rio
what Rio be on. I don't know what he be talking about. I ain't gonna lie.
Some weird stuff.
At times, like when the whole thing, like, oh, you can't talk about Ronaldo about Carragher couldn't talk about Ronaldo because he has less
medals.
Yeah, like less. He has more goals than he played games or something like that. It's like, come on, man. Like, that ain't it.
Rio
Big
just
up to
Chelsea.
Ashley. Says let's go Sarcasm City TV. Big up, appreciated. Rail 1-2-1. Ancelotti running away with the league. If Sevilla don't put the pressure on him, yeah, it could get peaked still. Interested to see if Martial does go there alone. How that changes things.
Yeah.
Flawless, why do you think when Nicky Butt got binned in mid-March, it's all gone quiet? No idea. And actually asking about the schedule stream for pro clubs. You can't schedule pro club streams. You can't, unfortunately. If you could, I would do it. If there's a way to do it, someone let me know in the chat. But to my knowledge, you can't schedule it. And plus, man, them are always running late. But you just have to keep an eye out. Have subscribed to the channel. Have your notifications turned on. Make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram, and you'll see me post it. I'm always posting it. Anytime we go live, I'll post it. And 110%. Where else we at? Here we go. Question for Ryan. What game? We'll end on this. Question for Ryan. What game made you Rodgers out during his time at Liverpool?
So I was obviously, he almost won us the league. I was fully behind him then. And he had a really poor first half of the season, 14-15.
You broke up, fam? You broke up after 14-15, after you said 14-15.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
Can you not hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Nah, we can hear you, man. I was just doing a mannequin challenge for you. Yeah, we can hear you, fam. Oh, what's going on? This guy dipped. Didn't want to answer the question. Right, ban the Arsenal too much, man. It's all well and good. Don't worry about it. I get banned all the time. Yeah, we could hear you anyway. Go on. I'll let you answer that question.
Yeah, because you just froze the man. It was and stuff happened there. But yeah, in terms of Rodgers, so 14-15, so the season after we nearly won the league. First half of the season, we were dreadful, but I still backed him, even though he was doing stupid stuff. I did kind of still like back him. And then we went on a really good run in like the middle of that season where he went to a back three. And I was, really, really behind it. But then we were awful for the rest of the season. I'd say when I was Rodgers out, they were quite.
I don't even know if that. Well, before I cut you off, I don't even know if that's the real Matisse. Yo, Matisse, if that's really you, send me a message. But you lot go subscribe to him. WhatsApp me, my G. But yeah, go on, carry on, fam.
I can't really think of a specific game. I think it might have been when we got knocked out by Aston Villa in the FA Cup semi-final. I remember. I think I might have been Rodgers out after that one. Because that Villa team was like managed by Tim Sherwood. Like it was in a good side. I think they got relegated like the season after or something in it. Like they were shit. And I think it was like Fabian Delph scored, Benteke scored. Like we went ahead in that game as well. I think Coutinho scored. And Yeah, we were awful that game. We deserved to get beaten. That shit Villa team managed by Tim Sherwood, man. Like I couldn't forgive that in it. Like we would have been the FA Cup final, but fucking hell, that was an awful game, man. Awful day.
Yeah, he probably is a fake Matisse. The reason why I've not modded because he's never been on there before. Matisse, if it's you, just send me a message, my brother. But I'm guessing it's not. So don't block it because it could be people. Do not block that Matisse because it could be him. But large up Matisse, whether it's him or not. Well, I get what you're saying with that.
Yeah,
Like I said, he's got my number. He'll message me if it's him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I think when we lost 6-1 to Stoke on the last day, I was like, he needs to go. But you know what was weird? I was never like proper Rodgers, you need to piss off. Rodgers, you need to go. Rodgers out. I was always like, nah, I do think it's time for a change. But I was never like really pushing for it. Do you get what I mean? I think I think I started really kind of like saying he needs to go now when Klopp came in, when Klopp became available, and I was like, nah, we need to go get Klopp now. This is serious. Like, we need to go and get him.
Yeah, I hear that, fair enough. And see, man, we always figure it out, people, whether they're fake or not. But I didn't want it to not be him. It'd be him. But we figured it out. But we are going to close out the show. We are going to go on to Pro Clubs, people, in about 5 minutes or so. So, go get your drink, go get your food, and come join. Watch the Sarcasm City TV FC Pro Clubs team and that. But Ryan, anything you want to add before we leave?
No, it's been a good stream from when I've been on. Really good night, great game, quadruple still on. Really good birthday present my club gave me as well. So yeah, man, it's been good, bro. It's been good. And big up everyone, including yourself, with the birthday messages today on Twitter, etc. It's been
when you figure out what you want, I give you a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Tweeted that
this guy, idiot. I asking this guy for the longest, what do you want? You're like a woman. Am I supposed to put thought into the gift? Just tell me what you want, and man will get you a birthday gift. Is no problem. But have a think in it. You got time. You know what I'm saying?
Right, we are soon though, innit? I need to get you some
birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out. Don't worry, I'll tell you, and I'll have a think.
Yeah, cool.
But yes, love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you.